Hello, I have returned, and that means it's back to continuing to be stuck in the mid-game. I'm very stuck in the mid-game. Oh, so very stuck in the mid-game. Okay, so what do we have going on here? The ingredients fridges are full. The eating fridge is emptier. Okay, what are the ingredients fridges full of? There's a bit of pinch of pepper nut. There's some bristleberry. A remarkable amount of lettuce. Quite a few mushrooms. Okay, so how about I make some mushroom wraps? So I will make like 20 fried mushrooms. And I know it's not 1-to-1, but like 20 mushroom wraps. And we'll also throw in some pepper bread because why not? Okay, the Slicksters continue to be well fed, the Oxyfern continue to do their thing. Amari is cooking up a storm. Occasionally. Okay. And we've got lots of coal and a semi-decent amount of algae now. You know, there was this whole repository that was just like right outside my base. I'm very smart. Okay. Back to things over here. I really need this stuff to be cleaned up. Could somebody clean up this struth? Is in my way. This is a nice bit of algae here that I should probably claim at some point. I am going to turn this into my power zone just because I can. So I'm just going to do like this. And drop a coal generator right there. And a couple of airflow tiles right underneath it. Smart battery. jumbo battery. And I don't like this. Okay, cancel those. Because oh, man. I mean, I guess the best place to put the transformer would be down here. It means I'm gonna have to run more wire, but so if the transformer is living down here, then I put the regular battery next to it. Yes, okay. And we put the smart battery... I don't have to make this as wide as I thought I did, but I have all this space. Okay, so I put the smart battery here, I put the big battery here. We don't actually have that big battery there. We have the transformer here so that we can have a door. And we have a heavy watt joint plate that goes put that there. And run heavy watt wire like this. And have a gas pump that lives like yeah, it lives down here. Like that. Okay, yes, I'm starting to understand what I'm trying to do. I need a gas element sensor, which is, I guess, an automation. And we're gonna have that live up here, because this is the tallest that I can make it. And this is a regular door, but this is an airlock door. And we have regular wire. And some of it comes out here, and some of it goes in here. And up. And over. And over. Okay, and automation wire that runs between the smart battery and the generator. Yeah, like that. And like that. And on this side, just put a little thingy. Like this, and like that. Yeah. There's no need to get this, there's no need to get this generator running yet, which is why I'm not plugging it in. In fact, I'm gonna cancel the generator entirely, and we'll just build the other stuff. And this box is going to hold nothing but coal. But yeah, I really could use that farming dupe. Got plenty of phosphorite going on, so we can definitely feed the Weaseworts. Speaking of, how are we doing on the water temperature thing? Let's see. 29.2. Nice. 38. Okay. 53. Okay, well, it's getting better. It's definitely getting better. How are we doing over here? This pipe, 31.7. Okay, it's getting there. It's getting there. Where did all the chlorine go? Okay. Oh, I forgot to connect the automation wire. Connecting those two. Okay. Soon I will be ready, supposedly. The main trick is that, you know, I don't currently have anything to do with this water that I'm cooling, or will be cooling. I'm about to be cooling, because I haven't built the oxygen machine yet, and it looks like I'm actually going to be building it in this big empty area because that's just convenient. But yeah, progress of a sort. Once I've got all this built, I can start cooling the water while I build the oxygen machine. But I'm not even going to start on the oxygen machine until we get all this together. But it probably wouldn't hurt to start dealing with all this. Okay, so... I think for convenience, I should go in here. I think I'll use an airlock door, but let's deconstruct these two tiles right here. Oh yes, and I need to connect this. Okay. Where is my carbon dioxide pipe? That is natural gas. That is not the carbon dioxide pipe. That is a whole lot of polluted oxygen coming out of there. This is the carbon dioxide pipe. Okay. Gas pipe. Bring it through here. Like this. Yeah. And then all I gotta do is just extend this ladder like this, which is convenient anyway. And that will take care of it, even though it's a little ridiculous. The general idea is that the dupes are not going to have to go in that room very often, so the carbon dioxide will build up to the sensor, set off the pump will pump it away, life will be good, everything will be hunky-dory. Okay, put in an airlock here. Oh, there was a whole bunch of algae that I could have claimed closer. Oh well. I am pleased to have found a use for all that extra lead that I had kicking around, though. Okay, eventually this pipe will get finished. Eventually. Look at all them slicksters. I am disappointed at how many long hairs there are in there. Speaking of... let's wrangle some babies. So many babies. These guys just breed like crazy, dang. Oh, right. I was gonna try and do something about this polluted air that was trapped in here. Best solution I can think of is we just airflow. And that way it will get up to the deodorizer. Best thought I have. Like that, and then, yep, they end up eating it probably. Okay. How are we doing here? This pipe looks like it might be finished. Oh. One moment. I built the Atmos sensor out of the wrong thing. Let's see here. Inner Pro, hello! Welcome to the stream! Gas element sensor, we're just gonna build that out of lead because I have nothing better to do with my lead. I am doing alright. I'm kind of stuck a little bit in the mid-game here because every time I try to get out of it, there's another thing that needs to be done before I can leave. So, but, we haven't had tragedy yet. That's the good news. So, it's, it hasn't gone bad yet. At the moment, I'm trying to set up to be making a bunch of oxygenators. Okay, I want you sensing carbon dioxide. And it's time to break into this chamber. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? Come on, yeah, get rid of that pinch of pepper so that I can do this. Yeah, there we go. And let's call for an analysis over here. And also, I need a ladder that goes all the way to the bottom. I'm trying to make some room in here because I have a feeling this thing's going to be producing water faster than I'm going to be using it. Okay, now we've got a ladder down to our cool steam vent. Oh, so cool. 57 degrees. Alright, let's get the Wheezeworts planted in here. Alright, Ruby's getting the analysis on here. Nice, nice. I'm just gonna cancel that one. Actually, this is all phosphorite, so, one moment. If I send a ladder up this way, then I can have them dig all of this out, too. Okay, just because I can, this is what's happening. Haha! And besides, I can use the phosphorite to feed the Wheezeworts. Oh, there's new printables. Do I finally get the farming dupe that I dream of? Let's see. Destructive, Ugly Crier, Ugly Crier. Okay, setting aside the Nisbet. Abe here is interested in researching, farming, and supplying. He's a quick learner with an iron gut, an irritable bowel, and decreased germ resistance. And a Steve interested in cooking and supplying. No, this is not good. I really need a farming dupe. Like, the Abe is well-rounded, but just not what I'm looking for. And also, the irritable bowel is a bit of an issue, so we'll just take the curative tablets. I'm having to use natural solutions for a lot of what I'm doing with this base, so the fact that I'm trying to make it to space is actually quite funny. I could probably home sweet home pretty easily, but I've gotten that victory, and I want the go to space victory. Okay, analysis continues. That's phosphorite, that's coal. I'll just put a tile in there. Because, yeah, this is a bunch of material that's useful to me down here, so... So why not claim it, is what I say. Admittedly, no use for Abyssalite at this point. It's just taking up space in my storage. But, you know, maybe someday I'll find a use for the stuff. Someday. Okay. Eventually they will plant the Wheezeworts. Actually, plants should get a little priority, so let's just nudge them. Just a delicate touch. Okay, cool. Now I don't need that ladder, so I can have them start taking it down. Hopefully I will get enough water from the one steam vent. I don't really want to have to go to using a second one. Mostly because I think the next one is really, really far away. Did that escape? I think that escaped. Interesting. Not much I can do about that, though. Okay, we have analysis. Once I get this constructed, they are not going to have to go in here that often, so... Admittedly, there is so much stuff on the floor. Okay, pipe. The pipe connects like that. We've got... Okay, I had 4 wart seeds. Where are the other 2? Why am I short 2 wart seeds? I had 4. Were they accidentally fed to something? What have y'all done with my wart seeds? Okay, fine. We'll find a couple more Wheezeworts somewhere. There is a wart seed. There are 2 wart seeds right there. Meteor showers. Can I see? I can only see a little bit of the surface. I've only like gotten so far. Interesting. Well, I don't actually need that. Okay, there we go. Alright, Wheezeworts are going. plugging that in. Sweeping all this shiz out of here so that we won't have to come back in. Ah, living the dream, living the dream. Okay, for the time being, I will stop tracking wart seeds. The irony here is that I'm building all this so that I won't need to cool things with Wheezeworts. But, you know. I'm oddly disappointed. Well, I'm gonna grab a blueprint while I wait. Frilly Balm Socks. Thick, soothing teal socks with extra flounce. Could we get the pump plugged in? Yes, we can. Okay. Wheezeworts are go. Pump is plugged in. Everything's connected. This is set to 25 degrees because hope springs eternal in my world. Okay, I need... Where'd my coal generator go? There it is. The coal generator goes in here, and the heavy watt wire goes in there. Now, see, this is the way that I should have set up the water cooling for the refinement area. This is not how I set up the water cooling for the refinement area. But this is how I should have done it. Okay, doesn't have enough coal. Let's get that system running. And that really entirely too hot water pumps into my cooling chamber. Where the Wheezeworts will hopefully do their job. They're doing their job really fast. Oh dang, making those pipes out of lead is definitely the right choice. Dang, I'm gonna have to try and remember that. Look how fast it's cooling. Okay, now that I've got that set up, I need to start building this whole oxygenator doodah. Which I'm going to do... well, I'm going to do it below the water. Which is not the most efficient way to run pipes, but is where I have all the space. Okay, so that means that what I'm starting with here is how tall is a gas reservoir again? Along the bottom of the ladder system. Okay. I can work with that. I'm just gonna make this wide for now. And we'll just deconstruct these to start with. So I'm going to have two up here, which are going to be the hydrogen. And then 4 right below them, that will be the oxygen. And that actually goes right through the ladder, that's fun. Like that. I wonder, should I actually have the storage up here? I probably shouldn't, now that I think about it. Let me check my diagram. I believe what I want up here is actually the gas pump. That will be the primary hydrogen pump. So yeah, I just need these out of my way. But, wait a minute. Like, the gas pump goes up here. And then a layer of airflow tiles, basically where the ladder is. And the electrolyzers would go like here. And then airflow tile. Okay, yeah. And then like here. And then we start having issues. Like this. I do intend to have a gas sensor, like right here. So this would be solid and this would be solid, but I need to actually just build this stuff first. This would be an airlock. Trying to waste as little air and airspace, like as little airspace and thus as little air as possible. Where are they going? I just love how the airlock got built first. That's hilarious. Oh, I made a mistake. Deconstruct that and cancel these for the time being. Gas element sensor goes there with an automation wire that goes in. Whoop. Let's not waste lead, even though I've got extra. I wonder if 25 is too cool. I choose to believe that it'll be fine. Alright, wires, wiring. This will go like this. And you know what? Let's just... You will be... I don't actually know exactly what to set this for first. I'll figure that out. Like, probably to start with, both of the gas sensors that I'll be using would be set to polluted air, because that's what we've got a lot of and we need to get rid of it. Do I have the carbon dioxide line hooked up to a filter? Follow the carbon dioxide line. Follow, 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 follow. It is hooked up to a filter. gets this going. Wait a minute. Okay, that's the in line. This is the out line. Oh, and that's where we have a problem. See, for the life of me, I can't figure out why this is overpressure. But yeah, I can't get rid of all this polluted oxygen unless I have some place to put it. Well, I obviously can't dump it into the carbon dioxide line. Like that. Oh wait, it is getting down there. Okay. Still, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set this to 26 because I want 25. That's the idea, anyway. Okay, and this goes here, and another gas element sensor next to it. Connected with an automation wire. Okay. So I guess I put all the tanks underneath. Or maybe over here? Yeah, over to the side makes the most sense now that I think about it. Admittedly, it's a little... Keeping things out of my natural gas line is going to be fun, but doable. Also, we want this to be solid tile. And this. How can we deconstruct? All of that. And make this ladder like that. Yeah, the water pipe didn't need to come out the side here, but it's nice to remind me that it's there. So we'll feed this through here. Like that. I will deconstruct that later. And you know what? Let's go check on those new printables while I think. Okay, so we have 2 destructive dupes, so I'm not interested in what they do. A pinch of pepper seed or a plume squash seed. None of these are useful to me at all. Although, is the pinch of pepper seed... Is that the edible part? Well, whatever. I don't need it. I'm going to reject all of this. Let's check on the food. Okay, the edibles fridge is just over half full. The ingredients fridges are full. Okay, we're looking good on that front. Oh, my tropical fish is cold. Yeah, that's what happens when you're in the water tank with 28-degree water. Speaking of... the water seems to have stopped at 27. The air is colder. what are we sitting at here? 29. And over here? 24. 26. 24. Sorry about the sirens, that's unexpected. Like, the stuff at this end just doesn't seem to be cooling. Possibly because the door is letting the cold air out. Like, is this actually going down? It is, but not very fast. Like, it's hovering. Like, is this changing temperature? That's just sort of like flickering around 29, isn't it? Okay, it's gonna be a little warmer than I had originally intended, but I think I'm going to take this to 30. Just to keep the batches rolling. Because the stuff at this end takes the longest to cool down. So I will end up with colder water, I hope. Okay. Gas reservoir. Oh, you know what? I can use that space for a gas filter. Let's just take out that wall, since I don't actually need it. Also, sweeping. Everything must go. can't leave anything in these areas. Because they're basically going to be sealed. Not basically, they are going to be sealed. And if things break, so help us. Building broken. What is broken? Oh great, it's another wire bridge. One made of copper. Okay, we will deconstruct it. And I will put in a new gold one. Because I basically ran out of copper quite some time ago. Oh, I have a Paco babies that I was ignoring again. Get wrangled, babies. I can't even tell how many of them there are. Oh, you laid a smooth hatch egg, you glorious creature. Admittedly, yeah, now that there's an egg, you're cramped. Okay, I understand the assignment. First of all, critter egg, smooth hatchling egg. Gets put in the box, and then we take it out of the box. Okay, and then food. Okay. Going to set up a critter pick up over there and a critter drop off over here. And a feeder. And a grooming station. And then a space and a critter pickup. And then we encase the whole thing. And frankly, we will worry about that ladder later. And let's not forget to put a door on here. And let's just remove that oxygen wasting space there. Frankly, I've got a lot of oxygen wasting space going on, but... And we'll set this to 1. Copy its settings over here. Oh, Bert, if you get yourself trapped. Oh, Bert. Oh, Bert. Oh, give me the dancing feet. Give me the dancing leaves, why don't you? Okay, and this is going to be assigned Smooth Hatch and Smooth Hatchling. 1. These are single hatch chambers. Let's see here. Smooth Hatch. Let's try and get some iron out of this one. Okay, take the settings on this one, copy them, paste them. Okay, so when the egg hatches, there's an egg in here somewhere, guys. Ah yes, there it is. Somewhere in the pile of doom there. Would you believe I'm doing it that way on purpose? Why is the pressure so high here? There's so much open air and airflow tiles and openness, so much open. Is it because this shaft is only like 1 wide? Oh, for crying out loud, I just got you wrangled. Newborns. Okay, how is your reproduction? Looking pretty good. Looks like you might lay another egg before you die. I'm just gonna end up with a whole bunch of little smooth chambers, aren't I? I didn't think I'd need more than one. Okay, and the Slicksters are doing excellently. Although I may have finally reached critical mass. Oh dear. Okay, one moment. I will be right back. My apologies for that. At least it was fast, I guess. Just there are certain people who, when they call, even when I'm streaming, I will still answer the call. And yeah, that was one of them. So, what I was doing was I was checking on Crowded and Glum. Crowded and Glum. I don't like the problem is that they are crowded. So what I really want are eggs that aren't long hairs. Because the problem with the long hairs is that they don't produce oil. So you know what? I'm gonna remove the long hairs is what I'm gonna do. Because they consume oxygen and they don't produce anything. Like these guys consume carbon dioxide and exude crude oil. The long hairs just consume oxygen. Like they count as being pretty. But there isn't really a place for me to drop them off where, you know, things can just be pretty. Oh, and I probably don't probably not yeah, I was not. Okay. We're going to make it so that any of the storage can accept the medicine. I have so much storage, and yet it is all so full. Except for these ones. These ones aren't full yet. But yeah, just being pretty isn't enough in this case. I think I only have the 2 long hairs at the moment. Anybody gonna come take care of this task I asked for? Anyone? Anyone? Thank you, Nails. Still crowded. But, yeah. Okay. I've caused so many of my own problems. Oh, as I was looking at it, huh? Okay. Let's have a look. Okay, so let's see. Vomiter, Ugly Crier, Destructive. Let's ignore the Nicola. Wait a minute here. Otto here is interested in farming. Already skilled in super hard digging. Is a grease monkey with increased machinery. They are a mouth breather. Still, this Otto seems to be a very useful dupe. And I do really need another farmer. The farming is getting out of control. Alright. Welcome to the colony, Otto. You're the last. Currently. Okay, Otto. You are going on schedule 2. And Otto, where are you, Otto? Okay, farming, you are going to super prioritize the farming. And, let's see. Well, you're already skilled at super hard digging, so we're going to have you dig as well. And you're good at operating, so we are also going to have you there. That should keep you nice and busy. Yeah. And Otto. I really need you to get on the farming, but your next point is probably going to go into digging. Alright? Alright. To make up for it, you can have the farming hat. There you go. Good luck, Otto. Good luck. You're gonna need it. And there's only one bed left, so that's not an issue. There's only one table left, so that's not an issue. Congratulations, Otto. Yes, that's right. Learn and farm! That is a lot of polluted oxygen going on in there. The deodorizer is trying very hard. Where is all that polluted oxygen coming from? That's very confusing. Okay, back to me DIYing my own plans. We are nearly at running this water through. Okay, good. This all is being cleaned up in here, which is perfect. Okay. Back to being on pause while I try and talk my way through this. Okay, so the gas filter would go like this. You know what, I'm gonna do it like this just because it makes me feel better. This pipe feeds in here. Okay. And this is the ultimate exhaust, which I'm not entirely certain where that goes yet. But we'll send it over here. I need to send it somewhere where the air is very thin, but I'm not sure where that is in my base. The air is not very thin. Why not using Aquatuner instead of Wheezewort? Oh, because I have a little materials problem. I can't build a steam generator, so which means I can't bleed the Aquatuner heat. Because I can't make plastics yet. All of this is in order to be able to make some hydrogen that I can feed into the machines whose name I can never remember over in the ice biomes, so that I can cool stuff down enough to be able to make plastics. At the moment, my main cooling method is Wheezeworts, but there just aren't enough Wheezeworts on the entire asteroid to be cooling a plastic production that I'm going to need to get to space. Oh yeah, I reached the oil biome a while ago. It's down here, way down here. Oh, yeah. I have 2 of these oil reservoirs that I've found so far. It's all really nice down here. But it's just all too hot. I have oil for days. I just can't cool it. So that's why I'm trying to talk my way through this whole oxygenator process so that I can be manufacturing some hydrogen to feed into the... Try using the Atmosuit. It's not getting my dupes into the area that is the problem. It is producing. I can take this hot oil and turn it into hot petroleum, which I can then turn into hot plastic, but A, my machines start breaking down, and B, I then end up like with hot plastic everywhere. I need cooling methods. Oh yes, I do have a metal refining system set up here. Once again, we're using the Wheezeworts because the water is too hot. It's getting much better though. Let's see, this is the hottest tank, and it's sitting at 46.4 right now. This one's the coolest tank, and it's sitting at 29.4, so hopefully I'll stop breaking my pipes soon. So I have a similar system set up here for cooling the water for my refinement system, which is actually sitting a while up here. Use a big pool of water. Yeah, I don't have a pool of water that's not going to boil off. I agree that the tanks are slow, yes. But mostly I'm trying to use the systems that I know. Now, where was I? Oh yes. I think I will be ambitious, and I'm going to try for 2 tanks. Okay, and the pipe comes from here, and it goes in here, And then this pipe goes from here into here, and this does something at some point. Could I zoom out so I can see the map for a bit? Oh, sure, sure. Oh, that's... So I'm basically a little stuck in the mid-game at the moment. I'm trying to get out, but I keep getting delayed by myself. So I do have the base set up. I still haven't decided what background to use for the ranches, so they're looking a little odd, but I have the base pretty much set up. Everything is all livable and stuff. I do have the kitchen running on manual, so I do have to ask it for stuff. That is on purpose. I don't want them just making food forever, basically. Up here, well, that's the cooling system that I was showing you. I set up my metal refining area here, just directly using this natural gas. Atmos suit need dock and station 2 working properly. Oh yeah. I have several egresses. Like, I have 3 Atmos suits here. I only have 12 dupes. I like to work with 12. 12 is my ideal number. It's a very comfortable number. So I have 3 suits here going out to the upward areas. I have a few masks over here because there's not actually much over here for them to do, so it's just masks at the moment. Down here I have 3 more suits that are going out into the downward areas to the right. So I can reach the oil. Reaching the oil is no problem. I have reached the oil. I could be getting oil now. Heck, I could dump water into my lava and steam out my entire base like so many people have done. I could do that easily, but I can't process the oil into anything that I can use that isn't burning hot. So it's mostly setting up to cool things down. Once I've got these oxygenators running, I will A, be able to turn off a bunch of my algae machines, and B, I will have a source of hydrogen so that I can unbury one of these anti-entropy thermal nullifiers. And then I will be able to cool things down so that I will have usable temperatures. Yes, oil to petroleum to plastic, yes. I need the plastics and stuff because I'm trying to get to space. So I need steel and I need plastic, but I can't make plastic that is a usable temperature. That's the problem. Like, everything is just so hot. It's all just so incredibly hot, and I cannot use it like this. I need to make it cooler. Because, like, if you run liquid that is too hot through your pipes break. If you run liquid that, if you process things that are too hot through your machines break. So it's all in the name of cooling down. First I cool down the crude oil and send it through to make petroleum. That will heat it up again, so then I've got to cool it again. Then I send that through to make plastic, and that ends up with hot plastic. Well, I just need it to be at a temperature that it doesn't break my stuff to process it, universe. Right now, whenever I try to make steel, like whenever I'm making steel up here, my pipe breaks. My pipe breaks because it heats up the water so much that the pipe can't deal with it. That's why I have to cool down the water to run through it so that it won't heat up so much that my pipe breaks. Yes, the oil can take a lot of heat. The oil can take incredible amounts of heat. My pipes cannot. I need materials for everything, universe. Okay, that's 2 of those tanks. And then down here, let's deconstruct these right here. Let's get that going. Well, at the moment, I still need to cool down my water so that I can have more steel. Right now, this 1,325 kilograms of steel that you see over on the right-hand side of my screen, that's all the steel that I have. And that's all the steel that I'm going to have for quite some time because my water isn't cool enough. The whole thing is basically to cool stuff down enough to not break my stuff just to process it. And it's going to be quite difficult to pump the oil to a location where it can be cooled. Simply because it's so hot. I can put a pump in, no problem. Like pump is no problem. But I only have so much steel, and I need to make more steel. As I know what many of the usual solutions are amongst the community. It's just that I like to come up with my own solutions. Only 90 degrees or something. Well, this stuff is 103.4. The stuff that comes out of here, I don't even want to think about. Let's see, this one is 110.4. And that's just been sitting around cooling for a bit. But yeah, the thing is, like, I do kind of want to get off the algae machines for oxygen anyway. I am constantly running out of algae. I'm tired of it. So I do want the oxygenators anyway. And the fact that I'm going to get the hydrogen to be able to cool some stuff down as well is just... Generally speaking, I'm trying to kill multiple birds with the same stone just by ricocheting it very weird off of various walls and things. I'm making my own Jackie Chan movie. Oh, come on. Actually, you know what? Cancel that. And deconstruct that. There we go. Okay. And then this gas filter can go right here. And this pipe goes in there. Now here's the fun part, because I want the middle one to go over here, but I want this one to go in there. So I guess I send this one over the top. Let's just send it right through like that. Yeah. And I know I'm going to be producing more oxygen than I am hydrogen. But I'm going to be using the oxygen, so how many tanks do I want to set up? One pump isn't enough. We have the top pump, which is going to be getting mostly hydrogen, and we have the bottom pump, which is going to be getting mostly oxygen. And for the 4 machines that I have set up here, that should be plenty of pump. So basically it's 4 electrolyzers and 2 pumps, and I feel like that's going to be probably a good amount. But yeah, I'm gonna have to start figuring out where to be setting up vents in my base. Would recommend 4 pumps. I might need more than 1 generator if I do that, though. I'd like to be a little power conservative on this. Also, I'm really disliking seeing this mess. Why is this mess still here? Please take that away. I'm gonna have to do something about this Draco at some point, but as long as it doesn't actually get trapped in my stuff, I think it should be fine. Okay, you are filtering hydrogen. Where's my main power coming from? The power for my base is all coming from coal generators. I have 2 natural gas generators. One that is currently running my metal refining area, and one that is basically running some other machines outside my base. So the vast majority of my power is coming from coal right now, because I have a hatch surplus. I have a massive hatch surplus. So these little guys here are basically supplying 90% of the power that I'm using. So I'm running on hatch. I'm running on hatch power, and I have the one Smooth here who is providing me with refined gold. And when their child hatches, they'll be providing me with iron. I don't believe the child has hatched yet, but Lord only knows. I keep losing track of the children. No, not him. I don't need to wrangle my dupes. I have a tendency to go for very natural type solutions, simply because it amuses me. And honestly, I hate relying on natural gas power, because while the vents are quite generous, they still, like, they keep turning off. Where was my downstairs natural gas? It was down here somewhere. I keep losing everything. Everything is so very far apart in this playthrough. Well, it wasn't that deep, was it? Oh, there it is. This one is like powering various pumps and things that I have scattered around down here. It will most likely also start powering my plastics once I get to that. So this actually, it's like everything is really nice. I've got surplus power off of this one. It's also powering my kitchen. This particular natural gas vent is doing the Lord's work, is what it's doing. Using water lock instead, yeah. I just hate setting up water locks. I'm very impatient when it comes to that stuff. Can I build ladder? No, I can't build ladder over that. That's great. Well, it's not like it really matters to the dupes anyway. Okay, and I'm going to be... what's the right word? Optimistic. And only have 2 tanks for oxygen because I'm going to be dumping it into the base. The main problem being, like, the base is kind of overpressurized, so where can I put the vents so that they'll actually work? Because, yeah, we're very high pressure in the base. I haven't figured out why. It is a mystery. So yeah, the thing is, like, if you ranch a lot, and you set things up so that the animals are happiest in the ranch and that they're not feeling crowded and stuff, and also so that you clean out their eggs as they lay them, they lay so many eggs! So many! That's how I ended up with the room with the noises of doom. Well, the 2 rooms with the noises of doom. The noise. There's so many hatching here. So yeah, that's a thing with the new systems. It didn't work like this when I started playing. Oh, we're getting really low on algae again. I should probably go claim a bunch more. Let's see. What are you doing there? How dare you? Also, what I've learned, when allergic dupes are carrying something and they sneeze, they drop whatever they're carrying. which normally isn't a problem. But sometimes they drop the babies. Okay, I was looking for more algae. I know there was still some that was fairly close to the base. That's slime. Well, I can just grab this stuff. Where's that gonna drop to? There. I'd rather drop it over here, but eh. I just have to be careful not to completely uncover this. This is another reason why I want cooling. Here we have a gold volcano. I want that gold. But in order for it to be usable, I'm gonna have to cool it down. Everything always needs cooling. That's a fact. Okay, let me just shoot this across here. And then how wide is this? Oh, it goes all the way to the wall. Dang, okay. I would like to not get Abyssalite. I don't know what to do with Abyssalite. Let's be selective here. There we go. Selective. The main thing that bothers me is that I don't remember why I built this. Okay, for convenience, let's just run this like this. Like that. Okay, that should get me a halfway decent amount of algae. I could go a little further up, but there's not as much algae up there, I don't think. I mean, that's a whole bunch of slime mixed with algae. I just don't want the Abyssalite, darn it. How about we compromise? I will dig out this bit here and this bit here. And these. I'll just be selective. Like that. Okay. I'm still not sure where to send the waste to. Yeah, that one is hydrogen. This one is oxygen. Wait. No, breathable gas. Oxygen. Thank you. And then all this polluted air needs to be sent somewhere where the pressure isn't very large. What is the pressure here? Could you tell me what pressure you are, please? No, that doesn't actually help me. Why does it show me my pressure inside my base, but it won't show me my pressure out here? It would be pretty easy to dump this tank into this one. But the question is, can this one contain all of that? I don't think it can. I think I'm gonna have to empty this out a bit more before I can do that. Okay, that's... Alright, new printables available! I do not need any more dupes. What do we got? Coal or Paku? Oh, I would really like to have the Paku. All my fish died off because there were too many of them. Okay. My Pip is going to escape, probably, which makes me very sad. Especially since there's, like, nowhere for it to go. Except down here to the horror realm. Please don't go to the horror realm, Pip. But I'd rather have the fish than Pip. Okay, deconstruct this airflow tile. Put a solid tile in there. Also, Lindsay, what is going on with you? You have slime lung. Oh. Yeah, okay, fine. You're the doctor! Okay. Open this door. Open this door. Alright. Come to me, Paku. Now flip-flops your little butts to the water. Go, go, go! Come on, a little faster, before the Pip notices the door is open. Come on, go, go. Yes, like that. Okay, put the door back on auto. Pip contained! Put the door back on auto. Paku in the tank! Okay. And then take this tile and deconstruct it. Put the airflow tile back. I just realized that I never actually made a P-trap for these Atmos suits. That is unfortunate. I can't actually make one. That's spectacular. The best I could do is like lower one tile to here. And that way it like all ends up in the one square, but then what do I do with it? Well, we'll just have to deal with problems when they occur, if they occur. This is a P-trap. It has served me well. Oh, it's nice to see a respectable number of fish in my tank again. ladder piece in there just to make things nice. There we go. And I guess figuring out where the heck I'm going to put my oxygen vents is going to have to wait until next week, because I promised that person on the phone that I would call them after 1 a.m. when I finished my stream, so I can't run late today. I'm sorry. I don't understand why my base is such high pressure. Like, I've been using the oxygen diffusers, and I just don't know. But in any case, I will figure that out. I'm going to put it on my list of things to do. Don't plant the reed fighter underwater when dupes harvest. They will... Yeah, that is true. And it does make them a bit unhappy. But it was just convenient because it's the water that I have and it's inside the base. Yeah, I should have done better, but I didn't. And the thing is, like, if you look over here, the amount of stress that my dupes are running with is nil. So despite being sopping wet, they're fine. And if they're not fine, we have these lovely massage parlors. And we have this, this is actually counts as a rec room because this is a light. And I have everyone on shifts so that there's only 3 people who are attempting recreation. Base can still receive oxygen. Well, there isn't a lot of oxygen on the outside to be received except for the stuff that I'm making. Like, outside the base, it's all polluted. I have a lot of air, but I don't have a lot of clean air. All the clean air I have made myself. Or I've used the deodorizers to create it. It's just everything outside the base is just very colorful. So very, very colorful. I have a lot of not clean oxygen. I have so much polluted air that I'm actually pumping it into space right now, but clean air, I have to make that myself. So that's a whole thing. But yes, I'm gonna have to figure out the venting thing next week, because I really do need to call it a night here. So what I'm gonna do is a manual save, the second manual save of the night. I only ever do 2, and this is where I'm going to be calling it a night. Fortunately, you still have me in this hell. Oh, I enjoy this game. I love this game. Yes, I tend to play it harder. But I am really enjoying myself playing this. It's, I like fighting the system. And I like doing what's not the average thing that is requested. But you know, if you want to see my various battles with oxygen not included through various versions, well, good news, I archive my streams on my YouTube channel. So there is a playlist there on my YouTube channel that is all of my oxygen not included plays, including the Wine Keg 1, the first Wine Keg base, which I could not return to because there was a sudden system change and I would have had to tear out half my base and rebuild it. So that's why this is the Wine Keg 2. So all of my previous plays of Oxygen Not Included are available on my YouTube channel, and you can watch me attempt to work with the system. The first base that is on there, actually I did get a win condition on that, the Home Sweet Home, and oh, what wonderful timing for an ad break. That is spectacular. That is really nice. what a wonderful time for that to happen. Well, I'm gonna try this anyway. I have no time sense. I have no idea when it's been a minute or when it hasn't been a minute. So I will be back streaming again on Sunday night, starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. I will be playing Baldur's Gate 3, where I'm going to be backing up because I made a mistake. I started the end game of the Chapter 2 before I was actually ready for the end game of Chapter 2. So I'm going to be backing up to an earlier save. Thankfully, I quick save constantly, so I do actually have one from before I stepped over the ledge, so to speak. And so I will be going back and trying to get more things done. I didn't realize that I was starting the end of the chapter when I did what I did. So I'm just going to have to go back and do a few things that needed to be done. Mostly murder. There needs to be a lot of murder. That's the way it goes. Then on Monday night, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, I will be playing Planet Zoo for Management Monday. I will be continuing work on the Nocturne Zoo, my glorious zoo that is only open at night and that only has nocturnal animals in it, where I will be continuing work on the eastern section of the zoo, just getting that filled out with the last of the habitats and fake habitats and plants and such that I have planned for it before I turn my attention back to the woefully ignored central part of my zoo. So that's the overall plan, and we'll see how far I get through it on this upcoming Monday. Then on Wednesday night, at as close to 7 p.m. as we get enough people together to form a game, I will be playing either Among Us or Scribble It or 100% Orange Juice with my friends, depending on how many people show up. Among Us is the game that we play when we have the largest number of participants. 100% Orange Juice is the game that we play when we have the smallest number of participants because it is 3 players or less. It is a board game that is basically anime Mario Party. It is glorious chaotic madness that we have a lot of fun with. But you know, if too many people show up but we still don't quite have enough for Among Us, but we have too many for 100% Orange Juice, Scribble It is the one that we pull out. That's a Pictionary game where one person draws, everyone else guesses what that person is drawing, and whoever has the largest number of points at the end of 3 rounds wins the game. And then, when my friends abandon me on Wednesday, usually around 10:15 or 10:20 or so, although it has been earlier or later, it's a very variable variableness. Well, they abandon me because apparently they tell me you need to sleep at night in order to be awake for work in the morning, apparently? Well, that's when I will be switching over to my solo Valheim server where I crash around and try to do my best. Upcoming in Valheim, it's going to be more farming because I used up a lot of my wood building a new barn, and I need to refresh my wood. And the reason why I was building a new barn is because I intend to tame me some wolves, which I'm going to keep in a barn. So it's going to be gathering more wood and also building an enclosure close to the closest mountain where I can contain some wolves in order to tame them, in order to be ready to go to the plains, because taming wolves is the last thing that I need to do before going to the plains. I need a steady source of wolf meat, and I can't keep going back to the mountains and hoping that there are wolves there. So that is the plan, is to tame myself some wolves so that I always have wolf meat at home. And then, next Thursday night, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, I shall return to Oxygen Not Included for Try Not to Die Thursday, where I'm gonna figure out where to put these vents, somehow, somewhere. And then I'm going to figure out how to hook up the anti-entropy cooling system thing so that I can unbury this gold volcano and get myself processing some petroleum. So that is the overall plan, and we'll see just how many wrenches I throw in my own works because I keep getting distracted by other things. There's always something to do in Oxygen Not Included, and all of them are angry at me. So That is the plan. That is the schedule for the upcoming week. All the games that I'm going to be playing and everything that I plan to do in those games. Whether or not I carry out those plans, we'll see. But you know, whether or not I follow the plan, whether or not I remember all the things that I need to do in Oxygen Not Included, whether or not I actually manage to get this oxygenator up and running, you know what? I still have a lot of fun. And I have had a lot of fun, and I hope that all of you have had at least as much fun as I have tonight. And I hope that you all have a great night and a great weekend. Good night!